Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be reviewing a set of darts from quite a new brand. I think they started early this year, and it's called Odin darts, and this is their first model called Origins, and this is a classic straight barrel dart, so it should work well for many people. So I'll put a link up in the description to the site so you can check out the site and the other things that they have. You'll be able to buy these in certain shops as well, but I'm not going to list all of them, but they are on the site, so you can buy direct from the site or the shops that are listed on there. And it's nice to see another brand coming out, but I want to show you the packaging as well, because I think the packaging is quite neatly designed and it's got some nice little touches on it, so I'll show you that just now. Let's check them out. So I'm reviewing the 23 gram version, the 90% tungsten. They're also in 25 gram. There is no soft tip, and they retail for £49.99. So as you can see, it comes in this cardboard packaging, and I did want to talk a little bit about the packaging because it's rather neat actually, because it's all cardboard, so all recyclable as it says on there. But when you look on the inside, I'll just let you have a look on the back first. Just tells you a little bit about what you get and a bit about the idea behind the darts and that. But inside, you've got a little flap there where you can pull the darts out. But this inner section, again, it's all made from cardboard, but it's done like a blueprint design. And it's got all these little kind of like notes along it, which tells you the length of the barrel, the width. But I like the way he's designed it to hold everything in place. Now, there's a little Easter egg on the packaging, which I won't show you, so you'll be able to find that for yourself. But then it's got the length of the stems, name, and then it has all the little writing there. But I like how he's designed it so it holds everything in place. So you take the standard shape flights out, and there you go, there's the flights. But then you got all these little holders holding everything, and even that little section there. So there's been a lot of thought put into the design of the package to keep it all made from cardboard so it holds everything in place. So that's what you get, and I think these are tweeny size stems, and he's called these the Nexus stems. So there you go, and I'm not going to show you the Easter egg, so you'll have to find that yourself. So as I said previously, it's a classic straight barrel dart. You've got a silver point, which you may want to rough up because obviously shiny silver points can sometimes be a bit slippy in the board, but a little bit of sandpaper and it'll stick fine. You've got a nice rounded bull nose there, and then you've got a fairly wide band before you get into this section of banded micro grip rings. Now I've said it many times, I'm quite a fan of micro grip, and I think it works quite well in rings like this. The only thing is it's not the longest lasting of grips, but while it does last, I think it's one of the nicer grips because it's just got the right amount of grippiness without you losing any traction or anything. And I think it's just down to how it plays with your fingerprint ridges. I don't think my fingerprint ridges are as deep as they used to be, though. That's what happens when you get older, they start to go flat. But years ago, I used to always like that grip, and it felt like a really nice grip. But even that there now still feels rather nice. But your classic straight barrel style will suit many. Obviously, you've got a smooth section there and there, so if your grip mostly falls there, then you're losing out a little bit. But I don't think you're going to be too far away from getting some of the grip either side. And on the rear section, it's a single kind of micro ring grip, so right to the end of the barrel for rear grippers. So rather standard style of dart, but one that I think is going to suit many, and fitted with the Nexus short nylon stems and the Odin standard shape flights. So that's the full setup. let's have a closer look at the grip. So there's a slight taper on the bull nose there, rounded taper, and then you got a fairly wide flat ring, and then you get into the main part of the grip, which is these banded micro grip rings with quite wide and fairly deep curved grooves in between, so some nice grip off that. And as you get towards the rear, you've got a smooth band around there with the logo, and then a very thin micro style ring grip right to the end of the barrel. So there you go, that's the super close look at the Odin's Origins dart. The dart's fitted with a silver 27mm point. You've got a smooth bull nose 3mm, and then a smooth band again 3mm, and then you've got these wide bands with the micro grip on and quite deep curved grooves in between. That's 25.9mm, a smooth band of 5mm, and then some micro rings right to the end of the barrel, 14mm. Length is 50.9mm and widest is 6.45mm. 23 grams exactly. 23 grams exactly again. 22.97 grams. Full setup 24.60 grams. So here's the balance with just the barrels only, and this is the balance with the supplied setup. So I'd say about 6.5 for the main part of the grip. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. That's it. Oh, nearly. But yeah, I've always been a fan of the micro grip. I think it's because I used to throw the Harrows Mark Dudbridge darts, which had that grip on them, and treble 1 champion, treble 5 champion. And I always liked the feel of it. It's not always the longest lasting of grips, but while it does last, I always thought it was quite a good grip, because it's a grip that's just gives you a nice level of traction without being too grippy and not being slippy. You got 2 in the treble, so it just has that nice level of grip overall, I think. And it just feels like your classic straight barrel dart, which I think is probably going to be a good all-rounder. Like I say, it's not too grippy, it's not too slippy, and the Goldilocks kind of thing. So I'll try it from the mid section. So I'm still on the same grip, maybe just in front of that smooth band. Oh, a bit over. Nearly. I always find it more difficult releasing the dart from the mid part. I think it's because the problems I have with my hand. Oh, my hands are starting to go blue. I think I got this on too tight. When I've like broke the hand and that, the fingers don't seem to work as well for the release, and from the mid section it always feels like I'm kind of cramped up more. I don't know why. But as is often the case, yeah, you got a treble. Balance around the mid part is probably the best. It's usually the case on a straight barrel though. Bit painful, that one. Oh, is that treble 1 champion? I think it's just below. Oh. But yeah, it'll work fine if you're a mid gripper. I'll try it fully on the rear section, so it's kind of like a full section of micro rings, whereas the other section at the front to the mid, they've got the grooves in, so you get that little bit of extra grip where the grooves are. No, can't quite get it right with this one. Well, went a bit smoother that one, but still haven't hit anywhere near the target. Bit better. Oh, it's close on the last one. But yeah, it'll be fine if you're a rear gripper. Like I say, it's a bit of a kind of a Goldilocks one, kind of suit everyone basically, good all-rounder I think. So if you fancy a set, I'll put a link up in the description for the Odin Origins, and also just look on the site and you'll see the other darts that he's got for sale and the other items. So that's the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.